Alright, welcome to the Bunny DMD tutorial. This is the top 5 Bunny DMDs, or Death Mountain descents. Really, I only know 5, but we are going to Northwest Dark World only, so we are not going to Pyramid Ferry or doing the Death Mountain Super Drop, and we're definitely not going from Turtle Rock to Catfish, or anything like that. And these are ordered from slowest to fastest, so let's get started with the classic Bridge Mirror Clip DMD. And so let's start from Mountain Cave. We're going to dash all the way to the right side and stand to the right of the slope here. And if you've done Hera Clip before, you know that you hold your sword out and dash buffer to the left. But if you stand at 3A9, which is the topmost pixel that this works, it only takes 5 dash buffers to hop the ledge. If you stand any lower, it takes extra dash buffers. So to save time here, just stand as high as you can. And so it should only take 5 dash buffers if you don't get hit by rocks. There we go. And then you just tap right and hold up and up left to enter Hera. So you enter and exit, and that corrects the camera. Then we'll just hold down right and hop the ledge, and then enter the portal. And I always enter the portal from the right side. That gives us a quick warp. Almost always. Now we're navigating to Dark Death Mountain, and we're just going to touch the right wall, and then mirror. And then if you come out of the mirror portal, you will lose your iframes more quickly, so you can re-enter it more quickly. And we're just going to dash buffer 1 frame to the right. It could also be a sword buffer. And we'll go back into the portal. And then we just press Y, we'll just mirror again. And so we're going to do a mirror clip here. Let's enter from the from the right side. And I'm just going to go down left into this portal to ensure that we're moving left at 1 pixel per frame. Then we just hold right to jump off. And then we'll go around this stuff, and here we go. We've descended Death Mountain, and we're in Northwest Dark World. We want to walk a little bit low, and then on the screen go down to the wall. That helps us get past that Snapdragon. And so we're about one tile above that bottom wall, and then we can go past these bushes, and now we're in Village of Outcasts. So let's go over that again, but quickly. So we do a Hera clip. That time was about 5. So we go into Hera and exit Hera to reset the camera. Then we're going to go into the portal. Then we hop down here. Then we walk to the right. Then we touch the wall and mirror. Then we dash buffer or sword buffer. Then we press Y. Then we touch the portal from the right side, and I diagonal into it. Then we just hold right, and there we go. I always forget about that little lava flow. That's hard to get around. So there we go. That's the Bridge Mirror Clip DMD, and my time from preset to the preset I'm talking about is the After Mirror preset, and timing that to go to VOO, it takes me 1 minute and 21 seconds. Let's move on to the Misplaced Mirror Portal DMD. This one is a little bit faster, but it's also not one that we would normally see. We're going to screen wrap link with this Hera clip. We'll do a spin speed off this slope. Then I'll tap up to get out of Hera, and then go down right and hop the ledge. Then I'm going to walk down and enter this Dark World portal, which is here. And then we're in the Dark World, and we're just going to move down a little bit. Let's move down to this grass patch here. That's our cue. And so what we're doing is we have Link's global coordinates down here in the graveyard. And what I did by moving down slightly was I moved Link's position to just below the graveyard wall. And so when we place our mirror portal, we'll be able to walk into it. Then we place the mirror portal, and then we are going to correct our camera and then Light World DMD. And we're just going to go down left slightly and then dash down. We jump a ledge, then we walk down, and then Link's back on screen. You just dash to the left and then go into the store. And then we correct the camera. Now we can DMD in the Light World. We'll just do a spin speed here and hold left and then dash up. That's a more dangerous DMD than the one in the Dark World. And then we just dash over here and we're in the portal. So there we go. Again, we are sort of below this path and then go down, and we can dodge the Snapdragon that way. And again, we just walk low here and dodge everything, and we can go into Skull Woods or VOO. And I found that from the After Mirror preset, that takes me 1 minute and 4 seconds. So it saves 15 seconds from the previous one. And let's do it again quickly. Do a spin speed off the edge, walk down right, hop the ledge, walk into the portal. Then we just walk down to this grass patch, press Y, walk down left and dash down, walk down, dash left and go into the door. And exit the door. Then we'll do a spin speed here and tap left and bonk up. And then we'll dash right and dash right, and we're in the portal. We can also get to this portal by doing a funny auto walk thing, DMD, from the right side of Death Mountain, from the slope that we use to go to Graveyard Ledge. And there we go. And if you're curious, that looks like this. Spin speed, hold down, tap left to hop, and then tap up to get an auto walk. And that gets us out of the graveyard. All right, now it's time for the corner mirror clip. And so now we're starting to show DMDs that people do in Rando. And so this is a good one. First, we'll Hera clip and correct the camera. And we enter and exit Hera. And I'll enter the portal from the right. And we just navigate to that mountain cave area as a bunny. We'll just go down here. And now on this top wall here, we just align Link with this wall and walk left. And then once Link's shadow approaches the shadow of this wall, we will tap Y. We don't want to quite touch the wall. So we're placing a mirror portal here, and we'll use this to mirror clip. But first, we're going to get into position and then dash buffer to the left. So let's do that. We're going to look at this second bump here and just dash buffer. And then the mirror portal takes us back to a place where we can just hold down. So hold down and we hop off, then hold down and we transition. And so you can see in the light world that area is a bit dangerous. And we can spin the dead rocks, but we don't want to spin the boulders because then we'll be tinked. We'll tink the boulders and move out of place. So let's show that one again quickly. Didn't mean to do that Hera clip, but let's do it anyway. So we go down here, we navigate to the mountain cave area. And we are here. Go down to this bump. We'll just let the boulder hit us. Hopefully it's fine. We didn't really move, so that seems fine. Then we just hold down. And there we go. And I found that I was able to get to here, to VOO from the preset in 59 seconds. So this saves 20 seconds over that first clip. All right, next is Bunny Citrus DMD. And we'll Hera clip once again, and then enter and exit Hera. And then we will correct the camera, hop off the ledge, enter the dark world. And we're going to do a citrus clip, and it's fairly easy. It's a manual clip, but the patterns are pretty simple. So we'll navigate to the same slope we just used. We'll start at the bottom corner here, and we'll get into the citrus position, which is here. Link's shadow is 2 pixels above this bottom wall, and then we'll just tap into position, and that's 3 pixels. So after we go left 3 pixels, then we go up left for 5 pixels, which is 5 frames here, and the cue here is similar. Link's shadow is 2 pixels above the horizontal pixels of the bump. Then we need to go to the left 6 pixels, and I like to tap to get into position. And then we just need to go up left, and this is the easy part. We just hold up left until Bunny Link snaps, and then he starts moving up right for a frame, then he starts moving up. After he moves up right, we can hold down at any point, and just hold down and transition. There are 7 frames that should work for holding down. Link starts moving up while you're holding up left, and he'll move up left for 1 frame as the topmost frame that you can use. Let's do it again quickly. So we'll get into Hera, correct the camera, and then go into the Dark World portal. And then jump off the ledge, get back to the DMD position, and we'll hit this bottom corner, tap left, go up left, and this time let's use select buffers for a change. And then we'll go up left, and as soon as Link starts moving upwards, that's our cue. We can just hold down. And there we go. And I found that this trip takes about 55 seconds, which that saves 25 seconds over the bridge clip. Okay. Now let's do the last one. The safe DMD with mirror transition. Safe is in quotation marks here. So this one will be a spin speed where we don't correct the camera. And then we'll tap up and go down to the right. And we need to do some precise movements here. We are going to walk left into this rock. There's a rock here, right? And there's a rock down here. So what we're doing is we're sort of above the portal, right? So we're going to push left into this rock, push down into this rock, and then move straight left into the portal. That allows us to enter the portal on a precise pixel. And then we're going to correct our subpixel by pushing left into this collision, pushing down into this collision, and then we'll just hold left until we hit the transition. And what we're going to try to do is a mirror transition, like a mirror wrap. So we'll see if we can do it. And I can tell that we're on the right pixel when there's only one pixel to the right of that far right bush near the edge of the screen. And so what we're going to try to do is use mirror on the very next frame. So let's try it by flicking from B to Y. And I got it. So we're sort of down in Northwest Dark World. And I'm going to pump up here, go up here. And then we need to correct the camera, which we'll do with these long diagonals. And this is a setup found by Pincus, by the way. It's just funny that he calls it the safe DMD, because we are dealing with a few soft lock potential situations, including that screen edge. Another potential soft lock or infinite screen scroll will occur if you transition to VOO and your bunny is not completely on screen. So we just did some up and down movements to put Bunny Link fully on screen. And there we go. So let's do it again. There are two outcomes. And I showed the good outcome, where we get the mirror transition. But let's do it again, where we don't get that. And it's okay if that occurs. It only loses about 8 seconds. So we're going to walk left here, and then we're going to miss this mirror wrap. In that case, I didn't even go for the Y button. But what happens is we will have a different kind of transition. I don't know how to explain it. But from here, we just press Y to mirror. And what we're going to do is correct the camera in Sanctuary. So we'll just go over here, dash up. We can usually dash through the gates and get a key dash. And then we just correct the camera. And conveniently, the mirror portal is on the path. And everything is good. And we can just continue and go to VOO or Skull Woods or maybe Bumper Ledge, whatever we want to do. And let's try that again, but quickly. Just kidding. And I found that the slower method takes about 49 seconds, and the fast method takes about 41 seconds. So this saves 30 to 40 frames. Excuse me, this saves 30 to 40 seconds over the bridge DMD. So again, start with long diagonals on the screen to scroll the camera. Then at the left edge, scroll up and down. And once Bunny Link fully appears, we can go down. And there we go. Thanks for watching.